everyone, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you are new around here, my name is May, and today I wanted to go over my hits and misses of pieces that I have been adding into my collection. So I have some hits, I have one miss, which I'm honestly so bummed about, and then I do have two 50-50s. So we're gonna be all over the place. Let's go ahead and start off with a 50-50, and that is going to be my Evelyn TPM from Hermes. Now, I will have to be honest with you guys. I felt like this bag kind of grew on me very spontaneously, very out of the blue. I did a little bit of research, but I really didn't deep dive into doing research for this piece. I thought she was going to be such a cute little small item to add, and that's exactly where the 50% of the miss comes into. This is a very small piece, you guys. I have just honestly learned that it's going to be a bag that's not going to carry a lot of things. I've opted to go ahead and just use it kind of like a little top handle moment. As you can see, I went ahead and styled a twilly in order to give me the opportunity to use this bag as a little top handle, just because we all know that she only comes with a crossbody strap. The crossbody strap doesn't hit me exactly where I would like my crossbodies to hit. And for me, honestly, that's a big deal, and I should have thought that through a little bit more before adding this piece. Do I still love her? Yes. I feel like she's a beautiful piece. Very understated, honestly. I mean, yes, you have the H there at the front, but as you can see, like, it's very understated. I just have an organizer inside, and I do like that the organizer color kind of pops through the H. So again, she's just kind of like a 50-50, just because I did think that I was going to grab her a little bit more than I have. But I also think that I haven't grabbed her just because I'm like, no, I can't fit all of my things inside. So I finally come to the conclusion that she's a specific handbag sort of situation. Like, I can only gravitate towards her when I know that I'm not going to be carrying a lot of things. And I do really think she looks super cute as a little top handle. So I'm definitely looking forward to being able to incorporate her a little bit more. All right, for the hits, I'm surprised that we actually have two shoes in the hits category, because I am so particular with shoes. I recently posted over on my Instagram. I wanted you guys' feedback in regards to the Hermes sheep sandals. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but you guys know which ones I'm talking about. And it was so 50-50. So many of you loved them. So many of you said you have them and they are like the most uncomfortable shoes. And that's honestly what I'm so worried about. Because let's dive into the hits. I have the Santorini sandals from Hermes, and I am obsessed. I have said in many of my Hermes videos that the orans simply don't work for me because I don't like how they look on my foot. The difference between the Santorinis and the orans that I felt like is the reason why I don't like the orans is that the Santorinis have like a circular toe here, as you can see, and I feel like that looks a lot better on my foot, or just the way that I feel like the sandal looks overall. Where the oran has a square toe box, and I feel like my feet just glide forward too much. I just don't like them. I've never tried them, so I can't tell you if they are comfortable or not. I feel like that is another one that you get a ton of people that love them and rave about them and own them in all the colors that they come out in. And then you get the other half of people that are like, can't stand them. It's literally like a dinner shoe, get down, go to the place, come back in your car sort of situation. So I'm kind of glad that I don't have to experiment with that one and that I found some that work for me. My Etoupe I did add last year for my birthday, and right from the start, these shoes were incredibly comfortable. I was so surprised. I've walked so much in them and I really can't recommend them enough. So this year they came out with this beautiful combination and I knew that I had to add it. I love it for the spring and summer. The linen combination is so perfect. I love how they pair with my Birkin, and you can obviously do like an all black look and kind of have, you know, the shoe be like the statement piece of your outfit. So I love them. Now, I did film last year a whole sort of like designer shoe review video video. I'll make sure to link that down below in case you guys want to see that one, because I feel like there was a lot of summer shoe options in that video. I live in Miami, you guys, so for the most part I'm in sandals. I'm maybe in like little kitten heels or like strappy sort of sandals or heels. So those are the type of shoes that I basically go ahead and splurge on, because that's the ones that I know I'm gonna get the most use out of. So since we're already on the shoe topic, let's go ahead and address another hit, and those are my Dior slingbacks. Now I love these shoes. They are just such a beautiful shoe in general. The style of the raffia and then all the black detail with the J'adore sort of logos. I love the heel height. I think they're perfect for this particular style of shoe, just because for me personally, a pointy toe shoe is very uncomfortable for the majority of the time. So a smaller heel is better because my foot doesn't kind of like slide forward as much as if it were a higher heel. So I love these. I have slowly broken them in. They're not a shoe that I would walk, you know, like 10,000 steps in, but they are a shoe that I can go ahead and use and go to like either brunch or lunch, go to dinner in, do a little bit of walking afterwards, and then head back to the car, and they're still pretty comfortable. Okay, now I want to end the video on a positive note, so let's go ahead and dive into the miss. And this one is one that I was very bummed about, simply because I owned a different alternative of like the style of this piece and I loved it. So the piece that I'm talking about is my YSL card holder. I did go ahead and add this one, and I just want to share this for comparisons, but let's focus on this first. I did add this late last year. You guys know I am like obsessed with the color burgundy. I just think it's such a nice kind of neutral shade, but at the same time it's not black. And as soon as I saw this one, I was like, this is so cute. It's a perfect little card holder where I can pull all of my things and then just have it and move it around from one bag to the other. Guys, the slots on this card holder are so stiff, and I did use it for a while trying to break them in, but I'm still struggling. I still haven't been able to, like when I put the cards, it's just very uncomfortable for me to get my finger in and slide the card out. And the other one that I was talking about that I did have at one point and loved was the Fragments card case. I believe that's the name of it. And I think it actually came in this color combination. But when I went to the store, they didn't have it. And I was really contemplating between both, because I also wanted to try the card holder as I hadn't owned one previously. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll take the card holder then. I wonder if I made a mistake in that aspect of not going with the one that I knew already worked for me. And I did share this on Instagram, I think a few months back, and a few of you actually reached out and said, yes, I've been using mine for so long and it still has not broken in. It's very stiff. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I wish it would have worked out. I did want to mention, and that's why I brought this one out, I've had my Coach card holder. I did add it last year for my birthday again, so more or less about a year now. And this piece is absolutely incredible. Like you can see, she is so stuffed. She has my ID, she has my credit card, then another credit card, my 2 car keys, and then I do have things in the middle like my debit card, and then just some little like memorabilia things. And she's just so easy to like get in and slide things out. Like nothing compared to the YSL card holder. Under $100, almost $400. I just love doing these comparisons also to kind of share with you guys that high price points doesn't always mean high quality, and I feel like we all know that, but I like to kind of reiterate it just in case you forget, because I know that sometimes we can get carried away with something, and I honestly just love adding whatever it is that I love into my collection. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, and that can be contemporary and it can also be high end. So I just love having this platform also in order to be able to share with you guys the hits and misses. Okay, now the next one I'm not going to get too much into because I do have a dedicated video that I want to film, but another 50/50 item is my Callie. I know, don't come for me. I love her. I feel like you have to start off, you know, like when you're expecting something to be like a hit and it really doesn't check off all the boxes, you still have to kind of be like, I love her, which I do. I really do. I'm glad I have her. She's not going anywhere. but there's definitely been a few things that I have been able to pinpoint since owning her that I kind of wish I would have gone a little bit of a different route in regards to maybe just the style of it. So I'll leave it at that. Again, that video is gonna come very soon, but I just wanted to go ahead and share that we're still adjusting. We're still adjusting. All right, and then to end this one off with a bang, a huge hit is my Longchamp Le Pliage, whatever it is you want to call it. I love when I get like pronunciation corrections in the comment section, my favorite kind of comments. But it is the Longchamp Le Pliage in the small size with the top handle. I actually added my first kind of like this style, I want to say like 3 years ago. I've recently sold it just because it was in a combination that I also had with the longer shoulder handle, and I prefer grabbing that one more. But I knew that when we went ahead and went on our trip to Italy this year, I wanted to add another sort of color combination, and based on the outfits and looks that I was putting together, this one was going to be the perfect one to work for me. She did not disappoint, you guys. The Longchamp original, the green line, which if you caught my latest sort of little haul video, you would have seen that I did add the pomegranate combination in the green option. So I'll probably do like a little bit of a comparison when I own her a little bit longer, just to kind of share if I pick up on any differences. But yeah, you can see that I love the small sort of top handle option just because I feel like the Longchamp totes are so casual already that the option of a top handle kind of dresses it up a little bit, if that makes sense. So this combination in the cognac and the black, I think it's so classic. It's one that you can definitely not go wrong with. And I personally love having these for travel. One, they're extremely easy to pack. And two, they're just so carefree. During our Italy trip, it was pouring so much. And the last thing I want to do is have to worry about an expensive bag that shouldn't get rained on. These you can wear, they can get soaked, and you are totally fine. They're also so easy to care for and clean if they do get dirty. Now, the only tip that I have in regards to these pieces is try to avoid the lighter colors just because they are bound to get dirty or some sort of stain, especially if you use them a lot. In order to clean them, it's very simple. I go with a little brush and some dissolved dish soap, and then I just go ahead and like kind of spot clean. But if the color is very light, you might run into a situation where even that won't work. So just kind of a little tip there. But yes, these are my favorite. I love them. Honestly, in either the short handle or the longer handle, I think that you cannot go wrong with these little totes. So that does it for my hits, misses, and my 50-50s at the moment. Let me know if any of these surprised you. Let me know if you already knew which one was kind of going to hit what category. Is there any recent purchase that you've made recently that you kind of love and just can't get enough of? Or at the other end of the spectrum, it unfortunately didn't work out the way you wanted it to. As always, I appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day to hang out with me today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye, everyone.